Sir, listen sir, 1 minute.
Bookie when?
Facilitation, you order, you follow, no? Last one.
Okay, bouquet will give at the end only. Otherwise, there will be a lot of confusions towards the end. Towards the end. Last.
Matchbox order. Already they're coming.
They are coming? Okay, I'll make announcement too.
That's only done. Please switch off your mobile.
Now I request our chief guest of honor, Honorable Registrar Sir, Vice Chancellor Sir, conference conveners, and Dean in charge to please take their seats on the dais. Good ones. Innovation is the ability to see change as opportunity, not as a threat. And when innovation is guided by sustainability, we don't just create progress, we create a future that lasts. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. On behalf of the ITAP School of Business, the ITAP University, I welcome you all to the 4th International Conference on Innovation and Sustainable Business Practices in the Digital Era, hosted by the ITAP School of Business, the ITAP University, in collaboration with University of Newcastle, Australia, Heriot-Watt University, UK, and Birmingham City University, UK. Over the next 2 days, we will witness thought-provoking discussions, groundbreaking research, and inspiring collaborations, all centered on sustainability and innovation in the digital age. As we embark on this enlightening journey, I request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly join us for the traditional lamp lighting ceremony. To commence this significant occasion, it is my pleasure to invite our Dean, Dr. Arun Kumar Shivakumar, who is the guiding force behind the ITAP School of Business. I request Dr. Arun Kumar sir to deliver welcome address.
Good morning. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, distinguished delegates, and respected colleagues, it is with great honor and immense pleasure that I extend a heartfelt welcome to you all on behalf of the VIT School of Business to the 4th International Conference on Innovation and Sustainable Business Practices in the Digital Era. This prestigious conference is hosted in collaboration with the University of Newcastle, Australia, Heriot-Watt Edinburgh Business School, UK, and Birmingham City University, UK. Icisd 2025 stands as a beacon of knowledge, innovation, and collaboration, bringing together academicians, scholars, industry experts, and thought leaders from across the globe. Our theme, innovation and sustainable business practice in the digital era, is both timely and crucial, reflecting the dynamic transformation shaping the global business landscape. At the heart of our institution's excellence is the visionary leadership of our founder, Dr. G. Viswanathan, whose unwavering dedication has made VIT AP a center of academic brilliance. I extend my sincere gratitude to him and to our esteemed Vice Presidents, Mr. Shankar Vishwanathan, Dr. Segar Vishwanathan, and Dr. G. V. Selvam, for their steadfast support and commitment to fostering a culture of innovation and learning. We are privileged to have among us Dr. S. V. Kottareddy, Vice Chancellor of VIT University, whose inspiring leadership continues to propel the institutions toward academic excellence. And he's a real motivating leader with a lot of meticulous inputs then and there to me. Give an applause to our VC sir. Alongside him, I warmly welcome Dr. Jagdish Chandra Mudiganti, Registrar of VIT AP University, whose dynamic operational leadership style plays a pivotal role in our continued growth. Whenever I approach Registrar Sir office with a strict voice, whenever I do good things, he say yes. So give a big applause to our Registrar. And a special acknowledgement to Dr. Ravindra Tuli, Academic Dean Research, whose dedication to advancing research excellence is truly commendable, and is a pro-research scholars friendly person. Give a big applause to the great person. And I especially welcome all the deans, associate deans, director, program chairs, and HOD for attending this great event. This year we are honored to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Prabhakar Sahu, Senior Advisor for Economics and Finance at DT Ayog, Government of India. Thank you, sir, for gracing this hybrid mode inaugural ceremony with your presence. Thank you very much, sir. We are equally delighted to host an eminent guest of honor and panel of distinguished speakers whose expertise will enrich our discussions. Professor Dr. Francisco Polozzi, representing the University of Newcastle, Australia, and also the University of Bologna, Italy. He played a key role in signing the MOU with VIT AP University, VIT Chennai, and VIT Vellore, which is going to happen on this Monday, 17th. An internationally renowned scholar and policy advisor, his research significantly enhanced public health and economic policies worldwide. And I should wholeheartedly thank him. Without him, this conference never happens. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Last year, he gave a promise that I'll come on Valentine's Day. So he has, okay, and also he's online. Let me welcome, and also in this conference, I would like to really tell thanks to Dr. Gurupreet, Director Southeast Asia, Newcastle University, and Dr. Mandy Chia, Associate Professor, who are all instrumental in bringing this MOU with VIT University. Thank you. And also Professor Edward Sweeney is online now, Deputy Executive Dean, Edinburgh Business School, Heriot-Watt University, UK, a distinguished academic. He has lectured in over 70 countries and over 200 publications to his credit. His keynote speech will be at 11 a.m. will offer deeper insight into his work. Welcome, sir, as you join us virtually. I think he is watching us. And also Dr. Balakrishnan Muniappan, he is also online, Senior Teaching Fellow, Birmingham City University, UK, who will be delivering his keynote address tomorrow. Dr. Sheetal Mahendra, Head of Academics Analytics, ISDC Global, with over 27 years of industry and academic experience, a recipient of numerous applauds. She has been recognized among India's 20 pragmatic women leader in higher education and received the Best Professor in Quantitative Techniques and Analytics Award at the Asia Pacific HR Congress Award. There are a lot of things to tell her, but welcome, madam. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, thank you, madam. And Dr. Bhanu Prakash Reddy Varla is will be joining tomorrow, Partner and Director, Plural Technology and Chair, TIGRAD. He will be joining tomorrow's session. Their insights will undoubtedly ignite thought-provoking conversation, helping us navigate the evolving paradigm of business and technology. A warm welcome to all our esteemed participants joining us from around the world. Your presence, whether in person or virtually, enrich this conference with diverse perspective and expertise. A special acknowledgement to Dr. Radhavendra, my fellow colleague, Associate Dean of VSB, for his unwavering support. Give a big applause to the great man. A conference of this magnitude is only possible through the dedication of relentless efforts of our conveners. Dr. Madhusmita Mohanty, give a big applause. Dr. Azhar and Dr. Shogel Ahmed and Dr. Mas, wherever you are, please stand up. And whoever worked tirelessly to bring this event to fruition. We also recognize the invaluable contributions of our faculty members, research scholars, students. Without you, it is not at all possible. Give a big applause to yourself. Yeah. And administrative teams, including our VSB Secretary, Ms. Josna, and our diligent HR team and guest service teams. We extend our gratitude to our esteemed sponsors, Global Leader MD, Mr. Jastikina Kumar, and Tenali Double Horse, General Manager, Mr. Krishna Prasad, whose support has greatly contributed to the success of this conference. Additionally, a warm welcome to our publication partners, Springer, Taylor and Francis, Scopus, IUP Journal, whose collaboration enhanced the academic reach of this event. A special thank you to the media personnel, PRO team and technical staff whose dedication ensures the seamless execution of this event. Over the next 2 days, we will engage in stimulating keynote address, panel discussion, research presentation and networking session that will provide a platform for sharing insights, fostering collaboration and exploring how digital innovation and sustainable business strategies can drive economic resilience and growth. I encourage each of you to actively participate, exchange ideas and forge meaningful collaborations that will contribute to impactful research and transformative business practice. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to each of you. May this conference inspire you new perspective, innovative solution and lasting partnership that shape the future of business and sustainability in the digital age. With that, let us commence the 4th International Conference on Innovation and Sustainable Business Practices. Thank you, and I wish you all productive and enriched experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, next, to take us through the vision, objectives, and essence of this conference, we have someone whose dedication and relentless efforts have been instrumental in bringing this conference to life, Dr. Madhusmita Mohanty, the convener of Icisd 25. I request Dr. Madhusmita Mohanty to enlighten us about the conference theme.
Thank you, sir. A very good morning to one and all on the dais, respected dignitaries of the dais, deans, directors, my fellow colleagues, and mostly the delegates and my dear students. It's my absolute honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to all of you to this ICIST 25 hosted by VITP University in collaboration with Newcastle Business School, Australia, Edinburgh Business School, Harriet Watt University, UK and Birmingham University, UK. Here in this momentous occasion with the theme on innovation and sustainable business practices in this digital era, we are delighted to host such an esteemed gathering of scholars, researchers, professionals from across the world, united by our shared commitment to knowledge, innovation and collaboration. This year, we received an overwhelming responses with 212 papers submissions, out of which we shortlisted 134 with the rigorous review by some internal reviewers as well as external reviewers. We are privileged to our external reviewers who are from international university too, and who are out of this 132 registered participants are representing diverse and dynamic groups of experts in these 2 days. A truly global event, this conference brings together a participants from 10 foreign countries excluding India. It is Ireland, South Korea, Malaysia, the United Kingdom, Australia, Saudi Arabia, Morocco, and United Arab Emirates and Canada. We have online and offline presentation from versatile universities across the globe. This presence here underscores the importance of international conference in collaboration by addressing the challenges and opportunities in our domain, which is sustainability in this digital era. For these 2 days, we are privileged to have distinguished guests and keynote speakers along with our guest of honors and some international speakers for our keynote address. All total we have 11 technical sessions, in which first day we have 6 parallel online sessions and 1 offline session. Second day we are having 2 offline sessions and 1 online session. Approximately 40 participants present in person in our campus. We are really privileged to have in person few presenters from Icisd University, IBS, and our chairing the session are also from different universities in India. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed sponsors, Global Degrees and 1080 At the same time, our publication partners like IUP, where we are having special issue for this ICISD 25. CRC Press, we are having a special edited book chapters which is focus indexed for our this ICISD 25. Along with that, we are also having some publicational partners like Springer Book Series, International Journal of Consumer Studies, which is widely online focus index and web science, management decision under publishers, which is also Scopus Index and Web of Science, whose generous support has made this conference possible. We are also appreciate the relevant efforts of our organizing committees, reviewers, volunteers for their dedication during this tough time from last 1 month they are working to ensure the successful and enriching experience for all of us. Over the course, this event is also looking forward to engage insightful keynote speeches, thoughtful and provoking panel discussion, impactful research presentations. I would like to invite all of your full participation during these 2 days. At the same time, I am grateful to our Honorable Chancellor Sir, Dr. G. Vishwanathan Sir, our VPs, Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar Sir, for giving us this opportunity to organize this unique event in collaboration with our knowledge partners. We sincerely value your continued support, sir. Once again, welcome to ICISD 25. May this conference be an inspiring and rewarding experience for all. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we have among us the backbone of research excellence at IIT University, our esteemed Dean of Academic Research, Dr. Ravindra Dhuri sir. I request Dr. Ravindra Dhuri sir to address the gathering.
Good morning, everyone. Respected VC sir, Registrar sir, Chief Guest Dr. Prabhakar Sahu, Professor Edward Sweeney, Professor Francisco Colachi, Dean in Charge Dr. Arun Kumar, Associate Dean Dr. Raghavendra, conveners of the conference Dr. Madhusmita, Dr. Asra, Dr. Abdul Mas, Dr. Suhail, other deans, faculty members, research scholars, students, a warm welcome to the inaugural session of the Innovation and Sustainable Business Practices in the Digital Era. So first of all, I should share the very experienced, expectation from ESB. They make a difference when compared to other conferences. They make a difference. The first interaction it happened. The research office interaction started with Dr. Raghavendra was back then taking care of DSD, and present Dr. Arun Kumar. See, this team from DSD, they will be running the show in a different manner. First of all, last year also I quoted, they make it colorful. They make it vibrant. So we all should learn, because see, simple things, micro level, the way, the feeling they projected. Maybe I am talking in terms of, in general, how we can, learn to organize. So the way I am quite impressed the way they organize, and the changes ESB is making. They started with on a small note. So 2018, the ESB school started. So slowly the way they are growing, not only the numbers, the number of scholars, the contribution in terms of research, the number of international conferences they are organizing, and the number of international conferences ESB is participating. And added to that, their contribution to the university is increasing day by day. I am extremely happy, and I am also, I thank the team for making me also part of the inaugural celebration, whatever it is. See, first of all, how we are able to organize these conferences means Icisd has given a mandate to all the schools that you should organize. See, when we started, it's like, tiny drop. Initially when that suggestion or a kind of, advice is given, almost everybody is confused. How can we organize? So first starting is a bit, because I am talking about the initial days, 4 years back, 5 years back, how it started. Slowly, he said that it is compulsory to include industry, academia, national, international, universities. So initially, I remember the struggles to make a conference of this nature. But BSB team took it as a challenge. So I still remember when they have made so many attempts. Finally, at the end, just a week before, all the plans, they failed. But they didn't give up. Again from new start. So maybe this is something we all should learn, that behind the organizing conference, a workshop, seminar, training, that is something different. But organizing a workshop really demands preparation over months, sometimes more than a year. They have to coordinate reviewers, publishing partners, coordinating universities, so much. And this team is really successful in making that. And I am thankful to VC sir for giving us a proper target and increasing the bar and increasing our standards. And I thank Vishal sir for supporting the execution. The execution is possible only with the support. So once again, congratulating the VSB team for what are all they are achieving, and also what are all they are going to achieve in terms of research. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are privileged to have esteemed personalities from around the globe grace this occasion with their presence. Professor Francisco Palaucci is one of those eminent personalities who has joined up with us to celebrate innovation and sustainability. Professor Francisco Palaucci is a professor at Newcastle Business School, University of Newcastle, Australia, and professor at the University of Bologna, Italy. He is Associate Dean International. He is Director Value in Health Economic Policy, and he has over 100 plus publications, and he is Chief Economist for several government healthcare reforms. Sir, welcome, sir. I request you to address the gallery.
Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deans, and guests, thanks for having me. Also to you, students and faculty. This is a great honor for me to be here for the second time in a year, I would say. Roughly, we have been 3 times in this campus in the last couple of years. Marty, professor in finance, also visited you. I have to bring his regards. and thanks for your hospitality last year. You couldn't be with us because you got married, and that, of course, is an important milestone in anyone's life. By coincidence perhaps, but the promise I made was true, to come back on Valentine's Day. I wish you all a great celebration with your loved ones. Today, in fact, is also the first time in my life, I would say, that I received a rose from the fantastic individual that I just met. It made me very, very happy. And not only because this tradition, San Valentine, some of you may know, it's the celebration of a name, in particular of a martyr that was executed like in the Roman times, like Romans did. Aside from that, let's say dark history is now, and I think it's also symbolic because it's a way you can also think about innovation, transforming any aspect of life, whether it's an aspect of technology or society, from negative to something positive, energetic like today. And it's today that we actually kick off this wonderful initiative, which is continuing, and I have really to congratulate you for the wonderful program that you put together and the personalities and individuals that you have assembled. And I'm also very proud to see so many students who are really the inspiration and heart of our work and our everyday motivation. So I work in the healthcare. I'm an economist, I'm sorry about that. Sometimes it's, economics is considered as a very hard social science. However, it's clear for economists that to provide a future to the world, it's important to have these conversations around innovations and, in fact, innovation and sustainability together. And I would say there is no better place to do that here at VIT. When I started looking at partnerships for my business school and my university, what really struck me as an element of inspiration was what's sitting under your name, applying knowledge to improve life. So I think we're here to try and think about innovation in its virtues, in its challenges when it comes to a digital era that poses us and our systems to great questions, sometimes even ethical and social, but with a focus on how to make these technologies more sustainable, more accessible for as many as possible, with the ultimate goal to improve life of humans and others inhabitants of this wonderful planet. So with these words, I thank you again, and I wish to meet you all one by one if there was time enough to do it. And last word, of course, I wish to see you at some point in wonderful Newcastle in Australia, because as our dean said today, tomorrow, no, actually in a couple of days, our Vice Chancellor, our Pro-Vice Chancellor, Engineering, and I would say probably the most high-profile delegation of our university will meet your delegation to sign a very comprehensive and deep MOU, symbolizing, of course, a friendship, but most importantly, a work collaboration that should deliver primarily around these topics. Thank you very much and enjoy the conference.
Thank you, sir. We now welcome another stalwart in academia, Professor Edward Sweeney, Deputy Executive Dean, School of Social Sciences, Edinburgh Business School, Heriot-Watt University. With experience spanning over 70 countries across Europe, North America, and Asia, he is a distinguished researcher with over 200 publications, including books, academic papers, and articles in leading journals. A thought leader in logistics and supply chain management, he serves on the editorial boards of several prestigious journals and has collaborated with global industry leaders. His insights will undoubtedly enrich our discourse today. Professor Sweeney will be addressing us online. Sir, we are eager to hear from you. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, and thank you very much indeed for the very warm welcome. I hope you can hear me okay. Vice Chancellor, Registrar, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to address this prestigious conference. I have to say to you that I have been very, very impressed with the professionalism which has gone into the organisation of the event. And when I look at the content and the theme of the event, even if we look at the title of the event, to me there are three sort of key words or phrases which are very important for us to think about. And the first one, of course, is the word innovation. And we will have many discussions about different facets of innovation. I think at its most fundamental, innovation is about trying to find new and better ways of doing things across our businesses and across the wider supply chains in which those businesses are based. Secondly, we've got the phrase sustainable business practices. And yes, our discussions about sustainability will rightly have a very strong focus on environmental sustainability and climate change and the green agenda and so forth. But I think it's very, very important that we think about sustainability in a broader fashion. So incorporating elements around social sustainability, of course, the people dimension, but recognizing in a business context that none of this is possible unless we have financially sustainable businesses. And of course, the third key phrase in the title of the event is the phrase digital era, and I can see across the program for the event there is a very strong focus on the effective deployment of existing and of emerging technologies. And as an engineer by profession myself, this is a particular aspect which I look forward especially to engaging with. I don't want to delay too much. My main purpose really was to thank everybody for the warm welcome and the professionalism which I witnessed in the lead up to this event. Secondly, congratulate the organisers of the event in pulling together a really, really interesting set of speakers and topics. And I also really wanted to just, on behalf of Heriot-Watt University here in Edinburgh, on behalf of our business school, Edinburgh Business School, to thank you and to tell you how proud we are to be associated with the event. I shall be back a little bit later on to deliver my keynote address, which will focus on key themes around innovation and sustainability, specifically in the supply chain context. I did want to say to you as well, good morning, and it's very early morning here in Scotland. It's just past 5 a.m, so it's quite early for me, but nonetheless it's a pleasure to be with you. So finally, let me just wish everybody, the organisers, the delegates, all of the speakers, a very, very successful event. And again, I thank you for putting on an event on such important topics in a very timely fashion. Best wishes and thank you.
Thank you, sir. At the heart of the activities in this academic and administrative framework is our dynamic and diligent registrar, Dr. Jagadish Chandramudi Kanti, sir. Let us hear from our respected registrar. Sir, please address the gathering.
Dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, faculty colleagues, staff and students, a very good morning to all of you. Very happy moment to be in the fourth edition of this conference on innovation and sustainability in digital era. The conference started with humble beginnings, and now we have a lot of contribution coming from across the globe in the form of very high quality papers and then a very stringent review process. And the conference had taken up a very good shape on a topic which is very, very crucial and important at these times. Briefly to our guests, I would like also to tell about the university. We started the university in 2017 in the current 100-acre plot that was allotted by the government and government. We were invited here. Then we started with some 600 odd students, and in this 7.5 years, we have almost like now a total built-up area of 44 lakh square feet. And the students are now 17,000 plus, and nearly 800 faculty and then staff, and nearly same 800 research scholars in the university. So the number of programs as well as the activities have taken leaps and bounds, and under the current leadership, our Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, we are very much poised to contribute to innovation, research, and then startups from our students. So a great deal of activities going on. About the conference, we had a good brainstorming happening on this previous year also, and we are very happy that we again have very good contributions, and then there are many delegates who are participating on this very important topic. Now, imagine, definitely we are in a digital era. If we see from the university's perspective, there are again, there should be innovation, and then how we sustain ourselves. As we are growing, we are readily facing the challenges of how to sustain the name and then the same quality of education. So the same goes with any business or any enterprise, human enterprise, that if there is no innovation, there is no course correction, there is no adaptability, naturally we will fall into some stagnation. So the major core of all of our efforts is we have to innovate, we have to adapt ourselves. So the key to innovation and sustainability is adaptability as well. So now if we see, take an example, like last time also we were discussing on the same topic, how environment or how natural problems have caused disruption in business practices. COVID-19 has come, there are many storms, like recently fires in California. So these are all natural calamities which actually disrupt. And we thought AI was a disruptive technology, but nature is even more disruptive. So, and the way we conduct our businesses have changed. And some of them have transformed to online mode, and then they innovated, they are still sustaining. Now imagine if manufacturing industry where the robotic arms are there, and then suddenly there is a loss of power, there is a big storm that has come, none of the things, the whole production facility had stopped. Then how we imagine, like we thought the most AI-driven, most sophisticated business setup had come to an absolute halt, because probably imagine we ran out of all the fossil fuels, there is no generator, the battery backup is gone, and your AI is no more disruptive, it is just not working. So what can cause disruption even to a digital era? That also have to be foreseen, and naturally we have to work on that front, that there are many positive factors to disruption, and then that affects our innovation as well as sustainability. So these both go together hand in hand with adaptive nature of our thinking. You see, the human minds, all our minds are structured, they want equilibrium. So generally when you fall into an equilibrium, even the business practices, they just run in a very standard format, like without any change, and that is a danger. So the adaptability here comes through some sort of a feedback mechanism, and then how we can sustain. So the same happens in our university as well. So as we are growing big, we are facing the same thing. Now imagine this as a business setup. So the number of students, number of scholars, number of faculty, staff, and then so many demands of the university comes into picture. Naturally, there should be some sort of a good feedback mechanism, and somewhere we have to correct whatever is happening. Only then this enterprise will sustain. For that, naturally the innovation also. The same practices can also go into businesses, and then I am very sure that the people, the eminent personalities who are going to deliver the keynote addresses, and also the delegates who are going to present their papers will throw some light on these aspects, and definitely our young scholars who are gathered over here will learn a great deal by the end of this conference. We want to thank Heriot University and then Newcastle University for collaborating with VIT AP. And also thank our chief guest, Dr. Pravakar Sahu sir, like we will be listening to him now, and also Professor Francisco Coloci and Professor Edward Sweeney for joining us and then trying to enlighten our young minds gathered here. So wishing you all a very happy 2 days of brainstorming. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We have among us a visionary leader of the ITB University, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, a leader who believes in empowering students and faculty alike. His relentless pursuit of academics and research excellence has elevated the ITB University to global recognition. Sir, I request you to deliver presidential address.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. The chief guest, respected Dr. Pravakar Sahu, Senior Advisor, Economic and Finance, Niti Aayog, Government of India. The guest of honor, Professor Francisco Coloci, Newcastle Business School, Australia. Professor Edward Sweeney, Deputy Executive Dean, School of Social Sciences, Edinburgh Business School, Heriot University, UK. Registrar Dr. Jagadish Chandra Mudiganti, the Dean Academics Dr. Ravindra Duri, Dean in Charge, School of Business Dr. Arun Kumar Shivakumar, the convener of the conference, Dr. Madhusmita Mohanty, Dr. K. Asrar Ahmed, deans, directors, faculty members, research scholars, dear students. Good morning and good evening. Why I said this, the many delegates are attending from 10 countries. Now, some places it is morning and some places it is afternoon, some places it is evening. Then this is actually in the conference is organized in blended mode, and this conference theme is very relevant to the current scenario, what is happening in the world. This is actually the 4th International Conference on Innovation and Sustainable Business Practices in the Digital Era. It's quite relevant to the present world. And at the outset, I would like to congratulate the School of Business to take this theme and then the conference to this level. A big round of applause to School of Business to organize this international conference. At VIT University, we always encourage all the 7 schools, the School of Business, School of Computer Science and Engineering, School of Electronics Engineering, the School of Mechanical Engineering, School of Advanced Sciences, School of Social Science and Humanities, and the School of Law. All 7 schools, we insist that they should organize international conferences in collaboration with various international universities. I am happy that this conference is being organized in collaboration with 2 world-renowned universities, the University of Newcastle and then Heriot University. It's again the great achievement, and there are several advantages when we organize the international conferences in association with these renowned universities. The one is our students will have, research scholars and students and faculty members will have the opportunity to interact with the researchers in the renowned international universities. That is one great thing will happen. Then not only that, the journals also will come forward when we have this kind of conferences. The renowned journals will come forward to publish the papers, the selected papers from these conferences. Definitely, because of this collaboration, the quality of the conference also will enhance. That means the quality of the publications also will enhance. Therefore, the journals, the reputed journals also will come forward to publish the papers, selected papers in those journals. Now that way, I am happy that the 5 journals are collaborating in this conference. Again, it is a big achievement of School of Business to bring 5 journals to collaborate for this conference. So, very great achievement. Then the other important point I want to tell you is that for young researchers, it's a great opportunity because you should start with your, I think some of you are just starting your research. Now, I think research scholars are sitting here. Then definitely for you, it would be a great platform. That means you should write a paper with your faculty and then present that paper in this conference. One is of course you will learn how to write the paper and how to present it. Your presentation skills also will enhance, and also then you will have the opportunity to interact with the great researchers. So that way it will be useful for all of you. Even UG students also it is useful. And some may say, only why I am talking about these young scholars and then students, but also for the faculty members. And faculty members will have the opportunity to interact with the peer researchers across the world. Therefore, it is a win-win situation for each one of us. Therefore, all schools, once again I encourage all our schools to organize such kind of international conferences in collaboration with the top-notch universities in the world. Then coming to the VITIP University, here at what we are doing, then how we are, already our registrar mentioned a few points, and I wanted to mention some more points on how we are moving forward. Basically, you all know that India wanted to become the developed country. By 2050, India should become the 2047, India should become the developed country. That means India has to be transformed from developing to developed country. So that is called Icisd Bharat. I think all of you know about it. Icisd Bharat. Anyone don't know about Icisd Bharat? Who knows about this? Can you raise your hands? Icisd Bharat? No, only very few. All of you students, please, you should know what is Icisd Bharat. Yes, you know or you don't know? Raise your hands. Who know about Icisd Bharat? I think most of you are not raising the hands because you are shy. But you should not be shy because India should be transformed from developing country to developed country. That's what actually the vision of the present, the Prime Minister, that India should be developed country. But how India will develop? Then what is the role of the universities? Everybody has to contribute for that. India suddenly will not become the developed country. Therefore, each one of us, the education institutions, then the industries, then research institutions, everyone has to play their role. Particularly when it comes to the education institutions, I am just connecting this conference to the Icisd Bharat because India has to publish more and more the research papers. Now, if you see the statistics, it's a bit old data, the 2020, India at 4th position in the scientific publications. If you see, China is publishing more than 7.5 lakhs of scientific publications, and followed by United States around 6.5 lakhs, followed by UK around 2 lakhs. But when it comes to India, it is just 1.5 lakhs publications in scientific journals. There is a need to enhance these numbers because now you see when we compare with China, then we are actually 4 times lower. To compete with them, we need to enhance our publications 4 times or 5 times more, then we will be able to catch up with them. And similarly, USA also. And UK is very close to us. Probably we may take over UK soon. But taking over UK, USA and China is a bit difficult task. Therefore, all education institutions across the country and even government also should focus on the research activities in the universities to enhance the publications. But then at VITIP University, before coming to VITIP University, VIT Vellore, you all know that every month, I think most of you are receiving the email from the Dean Academic Research from VIT Vellore. But then all the faculty members receive that email. In the publications every month, VIT stands number one across the country, above all IITs and NITs. It is again great achievement of our VIT Vellore I am talking. And that gives us the inspiration at VIT AP also, because we are following footsteps of our parent campus, the VIT Vellore. Then we are also getting the inspiration from there. We are also getting inspiration in organizing international conferences in collaboration with the such international universities. Then our publications also, to enhance, we have taken a lot of initiatives. That one is the providing the internal seed grants, then providing opportunity for working in centers of excellence, creating new centers, research centers, and also we providing opportunity for you to get the external grants, getting more and more research scholars. Then all these are actually the efforts towards enhancement of the research. If you see the number of research scholars, our register already mentioned, more than 800 research scholars are there with us. And also the centers of excellence, there are new centers have been created. All of you please go when you get time, please go and then see. Particularly I am requesting students and research scholars what kind of centers we have. The Center of Excellence in the AI and robotics, cyber security, IoT, the Center of Excellence in blockchain, Center of Excellence in data and cloud. Like this, there are so many centers are being created. But these centers are being created in collaboration with industries and international universities. Some of the international university partners are helping us in the knowledge, as knowledge partners. Now, like this, there are several research centers in the university, and the seed grant also is helping the students and the research scholars. Suppose any student sitting here, I think apart from research scholars, there are many students, UG students sitting here. Then please, if you have any innovative idea, please approach your faculty member to get the funding for you. Because if you submit the proposal, every month we are actually giving funding to the faculty members. This funding directly will not be given to you, it will be given to the faculty member, but you can work along with your faculty member on these projects. Then you can get the publications, and then you can file the patents, and so many benefits you have. But one thing, we are providing all these things, unless you come forward and use these opportunities, you will not be benefited. So then coming to the external funding, actually we have been applying for so many funding agencies, but I am happy to inform that we are doing extremely good in getting external funding, and this year alone we got around 3.5 crores of funding from various government agencies. And overall, if you see, we got around 7 crores of funding from various government agencies as well as the private organizations. Now, like this, with the internal funding and the external funding, our faculty members are publishing papers in the Scopus Index journals. And as of since our inception, okay, till now, we published around 3,800 quality papers in Scopus Index journals. Now, this is actually the achievement of our all faculty members, research scholars, and students. A big round of applause for all of you. Then, coming to the publications last year, that is 2024, we are now at around 1,300, and another 100 papers are going to be added. 100 to 200 papers are going to be added to that, and it may become by March. It may become 1,500 papers. But in this 2025, then we fixed a target, how many papers we should publish in Scopus Index journals. And on this occasion, I wanted to inform you, and I think some of you already know what is the target for our 2025, our publications in 2025. Anyone in the room, not faculty members, the research scholars should know this. How many publications we should do next year, current year? Yes? No. From research scholars, you have not heard me. I think earlier, in all occasions I used to talk about these things. 2,000 publications we should publish in 2025. Keep that in that number in the mind, and then we all should work towards that, achieving that. To achieve that, whatever support is required, we are all there to provide you. Because including our top leadership, like our chancellors and then VPs, they are ready to give you the support to achieve this target. But then coming to the other area, okay, where actually the India has to improve. See, why I am telling all these things, we are also as university, we are also contributing towards the development of the country. Keep that in mind. If you are really patriotic, then we should work in all these areas effectively. But, I mean, I am encouraging you to take this to the next level for on the publication side. Then coming to the other area is innovation and incubation side. Recently, I visited Singapore. Then I visited 3 universities. One is National University of Singapore, NUS, and then Singapore Management University and NTU. Particularly, I wanted to tell you one of the experiences what I gained at NUS, National University of Singapore. I visited some of the research labs, and there actually whatever research is happening, they will not stop there. That research is going to the innovation side, like the startups. That means whatever research they do, the outcome of that, they publish the patent, they publish the papers, then afterwards, you should not stop there. It has to get into the startup. And everywhere in the university, people talk about these 2 things. One is the research, the other one is the startups. That means the translation of the research into the real time or real product. That means the research should translate into the product. It should not confine to only the academic research. It has to be transformed into a product. That's what I wanted to tell you. That in our university also, we are actually focusing on the innovation side. We are publishing the patents, but that whatever we are publishing, those patents have to be transformed into the real products. But then you are successful. Then we can get into the startups. Then the students and faculty members or such scholars can start the businesses. This is what actually is happening in NUS, National University of Singapore. Everywhere, whomever I interacted, they talk about these things only. How research can research can be converted into a startup. And that kind of culture we also should have. How this research is transformed into a product. Please think on this. And patent publications also. I just want to tell you the number of patents, how many we published at VIT University. Since our inception, we published 550 patents, and we are number 1 in the country under emerging state private universities in patent publications. Again, it is the achievement of all our faculty members, research scholars, and students. And having said that, the patents published should not be confined to like the online availability or confined to the paper. They also should be transformed into the products. Now our focus is on getting these patents published or granted patents converted into the products and then converting them into the technology transfer or converting them to businesses. That's all. We need your help and we need your support and cooperation. It is not possible with alone with Vice Chancellor or Registrar. It is actually everybody has to come forward and then work towards achieving this goal. And we need to, we have actually right now around 13 startups. But then the startups also should be increased. And then the research and then innovation should go hand in hand. Now that way our efforts are there. Then for all these things we are getting the tremendous support from our management. And on this occasion, I would like to express our sincere gratitude to our leadership, our Chancellor Dr. G. Vishwanathan sir, and our Vice President, Sri Shankar Vishwanathan sir, Dr. Shekhar Vishwanathan sir, Dr. G. Viswaram sir, for their constant support and guidance in making VIT as the best university in the country. Then, with all these efforts, I wanted to tell you that VIT University is number 1 in the country under emerging state private universities. In Outlook ranking in 2022, 2023 and 2024, 3 consecutive years we became number 1 in the country under emerging state private universities. Again, achievement of all the faculty members, research scholars and students. Then I will conclude now because there are several achievements. Because of lack of time, I will conclude. I would like to express our sincere gratitude to the Newcastle University, and then Hyderabad University to become the partners of this conference. And also I would like to thank Professor Palochi and then then the guest of honor, the Professor Edward Sweeney, to participate in this conference. And particularly I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. Pravakar Sahu, to accept our invitation. And I would like to appreciate the efforts of the leadership of School of Business, starting from the Dean in charge, Dr. Arun Kumar Shivakumar, Associate Dean Dr. Raghavendra, and the conveners, Dr. Madhusmita Mohanty and Dr. Asrar Ahmad, then co-conveners, Dr. Suhail and Dr. Mas. A big round of applause for all these people to organize this international conference. And as I mentioned, the students and research scholars and faculty members take the advantage of this conference and present your papers effectively and make sure that those papers will be published in the Scopus Index or ABDC or Anurag journals. I wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we are honored to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Pravakar Sahu. Dr. Pravakar Sahu is a senior advisor at Niti Aayog, heading the economic and finance vertical, and also nodal officer for Odisha State. Prior to joining Niti Aayog, he was a professor and host director of Indian Economic Service Section, Institute of Economic Growth, Delhi. Dr. Sahu has 23 years of teaching and research experience, and his areas of expertise include macroeconomics, international trade and investment, development economics, public finance, and infrastructure development. During his 23 years of experience, he has worked at many academic and research institutes that include ICIER, India, Bruegel, Belgium, East West Center, USA, Asian Development Bank Institute, Japan, University of Saitama, Japan, Institute of Developing Economics, Japan, MSH, France, and RRI, China. He has published 3 books and around 100 academic papers in peer-reviewed international and national journals. So we are truly honored to have you among us. I request you to address the gallery. So over to you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nath, for an excellent introduction. I think I know more about me now than before. Anyway, good morning and a warm welcome to everybody. Let me thank Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kota Reddy, Register, the Dean in charge, Dean in Academics, and everybody involved, particularly the commentators for having me here. I also welcome my international guest, Professor Polosi and Professor Sweeney, and I think they really contribute significantly to this conference. And above all, I would like to really thank the visionary and the founder, Mr. G. Vishwanathan. I think for the people like him, we have the ecosystem where we produce the capabilities, people like you. And you are the torch bearers of the innovations. Today, all this, what we are going to talk, it's the innovation and the sustainable best practices or business practices. There was a point and a very good point made by Honorable BC about Icisd Bharats. Let me also tell you that I was part of the Icisd Bharats, that India at 2047, and I was also part of the team which prepared the Sona Andhra. What are we doing here? Of course, today we are at a very good phase. If you look at the external sector, the fiscal balance, the monetary policy, the price level, everywhere we are doing very well. In fact, during the last 10 years, all these challenges or heightened uncertainties that Indian economy has gone through, still we managed to grow at a rate of 6.6% per annum, when the world grew at something like 3.3, 3.4. So we have gone down because the phase has been kind of, gone through a severe, uncertainties. For example, the US and China tariff war, the anti-globalization wave, the geopolitical crisis, the COVID, which was a twin crisis. It's a livelihood crisis, it's a health crisis, and even nobody knew or thought about it before. No, that is where actually we think we have done well, we are at a very good position, but from now on, we need to be much more careful, because if you want to achieve the vision goals, which are drawn by my team, headed by me, it is 30 trillion. Today, we are close to 4 trillion, we will be reaching 30 trillion. Okay, it is 7.5 times in 24 years, and the per capita income today, which is less than $3,000, we are going to achieve something like $18,000. That would put India into the category called higher income countries. There is a little bit of confusion. It's not that India will become the advanced country, India will become a higher income country. By the ceilings defined by the World Bank, that would be somewhere close to 17,000 by 2047, and we will have 18,000, that is where we will be part of the higher income countries. The same is for Swarna Andhra. We are planning to, kind of the goal set for Swarna Andhra is to achieve $2.4 trillion by 2047. A per capita income of $43,000, export of $450 billion. And one of the things that Swarna Andhra also focuses that 75% of the energy needs would come from renewable energy. Now, what I'm trying to say, it's very simple. That we will be able to really achieve all these macro targets or goals if we don't take or don't focus on the innovations or the best business practices that are sustainable. What is happening today? India, the frequency of natural disaster, the water level is depleting, we have the long coastlines, there is continuous disruptions to the supply chains. We need to be in a position to really develop the resilience across the system. So we need to develop an ecosystem that is friendly with the environment, the economy, the society. That is where actually it is not going to be like the earlier days, the linear process that today you use, tomorrow you throw. It has to be the circular economy. It has to be, use the minimum, reuse it. That is where bringing the efficiency. And I'm so happy, and I really congratulate the university, the VC and everybody, but Madhusmita and all the conveners. What is its focusing? It's innovation and sustainable best practices, business practices. It's absolutely must. Let me give you one example. Today, uses of AI, machine learning, all these frontier technologies, they are going to improve the efficiency of uses of endowment resources. That is where we can develop a system, an ecosystem for sustainable whatever growth. And that is one thing that we need to do it because we have the maximum people, 1.5 crore population, and particularly the people at the lower income class, those who are bottom of the strata, they suffer the climate changes and the risks that climate changes really bring in. And the kind of, because I come from Odisha, which is a coastal state, it goes to very frequent natural disasters. That is where actually we need to be really ready. So what we need to do now? We need to have sustainable best practices. One reason for our livelihood, for our consistent growth and development process. Another reason also that to achieve all these goals, we need to have sustainable. What is happening today? European countries, they have used SIBA. Almost all developed countries, they are very proactive now when it comes to climate actions. So everywhere, the core businesses have to be sustainable. And the compliance cost is going up. Unless until we get ourselves ready, we would find it actually very difficult. So what we need to do? We need to have the kind of economic framework or the models that takes care of certain, it's friendly, or it focuses or it emphasizes on environment and social or economic progress. It just blends everything. So the approach has to be human-centric approach. Resource optimization, the uses of innovations, all about this actually the present conference is focusing. Circular economic practices. It is reducing the uses, reusing the resources, and minimizing, so that actually the whole process is sustainable. Resilience and adaptability of the infrastructure. You see, India has been doing very well. If you look at the Sustainable Development Goals report that Niti Aayog brings out every year, last 5 years, on all these 17 indicators, we have done extremely well. And some of the indicators, like SDG 1, SDG 3, that's poverty, inequality, SDG 13, we have done extremely well, but we need to do much more, and we need to be really ready to face the world. It is another thing that, okay, India is a $3,000 economy, and world, the environment is a public good for everybody, every country in the world. And there are countries, those who have really come up to this stage, following a very carbon-intensive growth strategy. Today we are doing very well. We have done well when it comes to the renewable energies. When it comes to solar and wind, in fact, we have achieved some of the targets, but we have bigger targets. National determined commitments, and we have also committed for the net zero. That is where we need to really keep preparing. The government of India, they have done very well when it comes to sustainable development goals. I can go on and on, whether it is electricity, the water, the sanitation, the housing, reaching out when it comes to the telecommunications, educations. Most of the things we have been doing well, but then it doesn't have to be everything by the government. The places like this and the conferences like this actually bring in the ideas which can get into almost everything. That every bit of thing, whether it is MSC, whether it is big, whether it is whether it is manufacturing, whether it is services, everywhere, it has to be part of it. The sustainability has to be core of the overall ecosystem. If we want to consistently grow and achieve all that we have desired or we have ambition to achieve in 2047. Once again, I really thank the organizers, and I thank the conveners particularly for organizing a conference on such an important topic. I can go on speaking, but I will catch a flight. I think once I stop, I will be able to go. Thanks once again. I hope you have a lot of productive discussions throughout the day, and wish you all the best. Thanks.
Thank you so much, sir. With great honor, we now unveil the much-awaited conference proceedings for Icisd 2025, a compilation of groundbreaking research that will contribute to academia and industry alike. I request the dignitaries on the dais to release the conference proceedings. Can we have a round of applause, please? It is now time for us to honor the distinguished guests whose presence have enriched this event. I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.K. Kota Reddy sir, to felicitate our Chief Guest, Dr. Prabhakar Sahu. our Honorable Registrar Sir, Dr. Jagadish Budiyandi Sir, to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Francisco Palocci. Can we have a round of applause, please? As we near the culmination of this event, it is time to express our gratitude to all those who have contributed to the conference. To do the honors, I invite Dr. Asad Ahmed, convener Icisd 2025, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Very good morning to all of you present here. So, on behalf of Icisd 2025 team, I am Dr. Asad Ahmed, one of the co-conveners of Icisd 2025. Would like to thank each and everyone who has contributed for this conference. First and foremost, I would like to thank our Chancellor, Dr. G. Vishwaraman sir, for helping us and guiding us. He is the living legend on universities. He has a vision to take engineering education universities to global level, and VIT is now global level. We have a campus in Mauritius. We have touched the international level, and hope in future our universities will grow globally. Next, we like to thank our Vice President, Dr. Shankar sir, for guiding us. And next, we like to thank our Vice President, Sekhas Vishwanathan sir, and G. Shalom sir for guiding us throughout this Icisd conference. And next, we'd like to thank Kalpari ma'am and Sandhya ma'am for guiding us for Icisd conference. Next, we would like to thank our VC sir. I still remember the day, it was 23rd November 2023, when our team went with the proposal of international conference. That time, Vice Chancellor sir said, without international conference, without international collaboration, you cannot have international conference. And that time, we collaborated with University of Newcastle, Australia. And last year, 2024, it was a success, Icisd 2024, in collaboration with University of Newcastle, Australia. And this year, we have collaborated with 3 more universities. It was his motivation which took us. The 3 more universities are Harriet University and Birmingham University and Newcastle University. Next, we'd like to thank our registrar sir for helping us to execute the entire Icisd operations smoothly. Thank you sir, thank you so much for all the operation support. Next, we'd like to thank our chief guest of today from Niti Aayog, Dr. Prabhakar Sahu sir. Thank you sir for your enlightening words on green energies and renewable energies. Thank you so much. He has a busy schedule, all our government contracts, government related meetings, but despite his busy schedule, he has come here and he has a flight to catch. Thank you so much sir for your valuable time. Next, would like to thank our Francisco Palocci sir. Thank you so much sir. He's been here for the 3rd time and we are interacting with sir, and thank you so much for coming here and visiting sir. Thank you. Next, we would like to thank from online, it was 4 a.m. at England, 4:30 at England. Sir has joined very early. Sorry sir, Edward Sweeney sir for troubling you. Thank you so much for joining from England at so early time, according to England standard time. Thank you so much. And then we have ma'am, Sheetal ma'am. Thank you ma'am for coming here, and she will address the gathering in the validity as well. Thank you ma'am. Can we have applause for her as well? And then the important key persons of our DSP school, our Dean sir, Dean Charge sir, Dr. Arun Kumar Sukumar sir and Dr. Radhavendra sir. Can we have a big round of applause for them, because they, as a leader, they have supported us very much right from the beginning till the end. From the day one, he has been supporting us. Thank you sir, thank you both of you for all the help. Next, we'd like to thank myself and our community, Dr. Madhusmita ma'am and Dr. Mas and Suresh sir. Thank you so much for all the teamwork. It was a sure team effort. Thank you very much for all the conveners, for all the support. And next, I would like to thank my ESB family, entire family, along with our secretary Joshna ma'am for helping us to execute this ICSD conference very smoothly. Yes. Next, we would like to remember he is no more with us, our Samuel Johnson sir. He was one of the legacy professor. He was a part of ESD faculty. Can we have a big round of applause? We miss you, sir. We miss you. You are one of the light of ESD, but you are no more with us. But you will be in our heart for ever. You will be in our heart. Thank you, sir. Next. We'd like to thank our knowledge partners, Birmingham City University UK, Headache Point University UK, and University of Newcastle, Australia. Thank you, sir, for all the support from all these partners. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Global Degrees, Newcastle University, and Ferrari Double for sponsoring us. Next. We'd like to thank our students. There are a list of students. All the students are displayed on the screen. Thank you all. And all the research scholars of VSB. Thank you very much for your great support. And then we'd like to thank each and every department who has helped us across, starting from finance accounts, transport departments, to purchase departments, to maintenance, public relations. We special thank to Ravi Tota sir for designing us, and we thank Food and Hospitality Ravi Kiran sir for helping us. And last but not the least, you wonderful participants across the globe who have participated online, and you wonderful students of VAT, VSB, thank you so much. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request the students to please be seated. I request the students to please be seated.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sir, thank you.